To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought. And enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Why do I like this monologue? Because it speaks to me on a very visceral level. I have been known to struggle with some bouts of madness in my life. We all have, I think. Hamlet is speaking to the truth of the human condition in this monologue. I used to always think it was like him contemplating suicide. You know, like the first time I read this, I was probably 15. I was like, oh my God, he's contemplating suicide. And he's not. You know, you live another 15 years of life and you realize, oh no, he's actually talking about action. And if we don't live in action, we die. We have to take action in this life. And we cannot live in fear and let fear shrivel us up. And so then that's where the suicide comes, right? Like that's his device to kind of say, hey, this is where we go. We go to those thoughts because nobody wants to live with that kind of pain, right? So yeah, it's like a call to action, basically. It's saying, stop fucking around and go live your life. So, and I'm always in the middle between that. I'm always bouncing back between fear and faith. I think it's very human, and I think we all do it. So yeah, keep on fighting the good fight.